welcome back to my Food for All series. My name's Pippa Kendrick, author of The Intolerant Gourmet, and in this episode I'm going to show you how to make gluten-free and vegan and yeast-free chickpea bread. So I'm going to show you how to make this gluten-free, yeast-free and dairy-free chickpea bread, which is so simple and really delicious and really handy to have around the house as well. It makes brilliant toast. So we begin with gluten-free plain flour. Again, I'm using Dove's Farm, which is a mix of cassava, potato, rice and buckwheat flour, and it's all been blended for you, so it takes out the faff. Now next, we have gram flour, which is ground up chickpeas, hence the name of the bread. There's a little bit more of that to give it a balance, and it gives it a really nice nutty flavour. Next we have ground flaxseed. We put that in, it's about a tablespoon, and it helps it to bind. And then we have baking powder and a little bit of bicarb of soda. And then on top of that, we add a generous pinch of sea salt, just to give it a little seasoning. So we mix these together, and for a full list of the ingredients, just check the description box. And we just mix it really briefly so that everything's combined. And then into this, we add 435 mils about of water. It can be cold or, room temperature, that's fine. And then on top of that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of cider vinegar. And this is what helps to leaven the bread a little bit. So it's really important. If you can't have vinegar, then I recommend you use a tablespoon of lemon juice instead. So we're just going to stir it together gently at first, otherwise you're going to have a big old mess on your hands. And keep stirring until it pulls together into quite a wet dough. You won't be able to knead this at all, but you can stir it together. And as you see, it's a very sticky dough, so you wouldn't want to get your hands in there, but it's very easy to spoon into the tin. And then we spoon our bread dough, loose as it is, into the generously greased 2-pound loaf tin. So just spoon it in, let it fill the tin itself. You don't have to leave it to rest at all, because this is an unleavened bread, also known as a quick bread, which is any bread that doesn't contain yeast. And then simply smooth the top lightly, and then it's into the oven at 200 Celsius for around 35 minutes. So our chickpea bread is out of the oven and we've left it to cool down a little. And for lots more recipes like these, please just click the subscribe button. The longer you leave it to cool, really, the better, so that it can firm up a little more. This makes perfect fresh bread from the oven and really good toast for the next few days as well. So I recommend you make it. So we just cut in. You can serve it sweet or savoury, as you would with any other bread, really. You can use dairy-free margarine and jam, or whatever your favourite toppings. It's great with soup and salads, and it does make lovely, albeit slightly small, sandwiches. So that's it from me, and hope to see you again for another episode of my Food for All series.